Hey everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna just first start off by disclaiming that my hair may look really greasy, and that's actually because I have a hair oil treatment in right now, and I'm just letting this, digest and do its thing before I go and shower. And I initially was not going to film a YouTube video today, and then something happened. I saw something and I thought that I would do a reaction video. I don't do reaction videos. I've never done one. I've definitely thought about it, but I thought that there was just way too much talk about this new video that Vogue has dropped with Gwyneth Paltrow's sharing her guide to everyday skincare and wellness. And there's a lot of opinions going around. I know 𝒔𝓃𝓚 has already said something kind of discrediting and bashing what GP has to say, and yeah, I just felt like, coming from a clean beauty YouTuber, someone who does use clean beauty and advocate for it, that I would do my video. I also want to first disclaim that these are personally just my opinions. I never push clean beauty on people. I just like to share the products that I love and use that happen to be categorized as clean beauty. With that being said, we'll jump in shortly. If you do like clean beauty and you are not yet subscribed and you want to learn more about makeup tutorials, reviews, and skincare videos, then make sure to hit the link down below and subscribe. Give this video a like if you want to see more reaction videos, and also leave a comment on your opinion of, the criticism or, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I've got a lot of thoughts. If you want to hear what those thoughts are, then keep on watching. So I'm just gonna put my AirPods in.
Hi, I'm Gwyneth Paltrow, and I'm back for my second beauty secrets. I'm gonna walk you through a little bit of my daily routine and all of the products that I love, and you can see how it has evolved. The first thing that I do in the morning, well, after I brush my teeth, is make my morning smoothie. This one has some nut milk and some almond butter, some good quality protein powder, just a little something to always make sure I have a little protein before my morning workout. The first part of my beauty routine, which is really part of my wellness routine, I believe that beauty and wellness are inextricably linked, is the dry brush. You just want to have a dry brush that has a little bit of resistance to it, that's not too soft. And basically what you do is you start at your toes and you gently brush your skin all the way up the body, and always towards the heart. So I'm doing it on my arms now, and you can do it towards the heart this way and upwards on the stomach, and it really helps with circulation and exfoliation, among other benefits. One of the most critical parts of my morning routine, for me anyway, is my meditation practice. So I do something called transcendental meditation every morning with my husband. It's a really nice way to start the day, just centered and kind of letting the mind empty out. And then
Okay, so what I have to say about this so far. I also want to disclaim too, I really like Gwyneth Paltrow. I really like Goop. I do think there has been some controversial topics and pseudoscience that people have mentioned in the past that she's said, but all in all, I think that GP is like a really good person, and I have seen interviews where she's chatting with, Cameron Diaz and other things, and she just sounds like a really good person, someone that I would connect with. So I have no issues with Gwyneth Paltrow independently. There's some things in here that I will touch on. In terms of, integrating her wellness routine, talking about dry brushing, that's something that I love to do. I use it more so as an exfoliating, or for its exfoliating benefits, because I do have keratosis pilaris, which has been greatly improved by dry brushing. There are also a ton of other amazing benefits of dry brushing in terms of lymphatic drainage and circulation, etc. So I love that. I think meditation's really great. I'm not someone who technically practices meditation on a daily basis, but it's something I would love to pick up, and I do find that even just going for my daily walks is like a form of meditation in itself. So I don't know, no complaints so far.
go from there. I really find that creating a practice or a ritual out of something makes it so that you're definitely investing in yourself for that time every day. So the next part of my morning routine is super important to me. I can't live without it. It is our Goop Glow Microderm Instant Glow Exfoliator. I'm a massive exfoliating junkie. It just gives you this incredible smooth finish. Looks like that. Okie dokie.
Just gonna pause that really quick. So I also really love exfoliation, both physical and chemical. On my face, I tend to focus less on the physical exfoliates because it can cause little micro tears. So I've been a huge fan of chemical exfoliants for the face. I will say it's kind of weird that she's clearly wearing makeup in this video, and she also only applies it like here and a bit here, and it just seems like she's doing it for the camera. She washes it off or brushes it off, I guess, with a towel and doesn't go near her forehead. Typically, you want to do it all over. Of course, you can concentrate it if you have an area that might need a little bit more exfoliation or has a buildup of dry skin, but I don't know, I just found that a little odd. Again, I would also recommend doing it every single day. I think that you can definitely over exfoliate, and I would say it's something to do more once a week, maybe twice a week.
So now I am going to apply Vintner's Daughter. This is an unbelievable serum. I love the way it smells. And you just put a couple drops on. It's incredible to know that there are clean, non-toxic products that are really efficacious and really work wonders on your skin. Next, so this I don't do.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it again. So first thing I forgot to mention, I've not tried the Goop Microdermabrasion product that she shows. I love the Goop Glow chemical exfoliating pads. Those are amazing. The Vintner's Daughter serum I have used in the past. I did like it. I think, I don't know, I wasn't like wowed by it, but I know so many people who do really love it. The smell's very unique. I think it's very individualized, and it's also very expensive, so it's kind of based on your budget as well. Again, she's applying it to like half clean. I don't really know. She's clearly wearing eye makeup at the least, so I kind of find that weird, but I did like how she patted it into her skin and then rubbed upwards. The one thing I do really want to talk about is her talk about non-toxic natural clean products. I think that this is where people have a lot of issues, is the word non-toxic. It's definitely something that I have used in the past, and I like to use the word natural or clean. I don't even like the word chemical free because there are a lot of natural elements that are all chemical compounds, so that's not something that I personally like to use anymore. And I think a lot of this comes with education and time to listen to the science and everything like that. So while I still really do believe in clean products and natural ingredients and how effective they can be, I think to fearmonger and use the word non-toxic versus toxic sounds a lot scarier than it should be. It really should be coming from a more place of wanting to maybe use more natural products or a holistic approach, or embracing, you know, interesting ingredients that are predominantly found in the clean beauty space that tend to be sourced ethically, etc. So I think this is where a lot of the controversy is coming, is the use of non-toxic and the fear-mongering that's kind of intertwined into her discussing this.
Do this every day. This is like special occasions. Say you're doing a photo shoot, or you have a really important Zoom, or maybe you had a bit of a rough night. So these Jillian Dempsey, she's a fantastic makeup artist, and she has these hydrating eye pads. You open up this nifty little packet, which is, I'm not strong enough to open. Okay, I got it. Sometimes I walk around the house with these on. My kids make fun of me. What else is new? While I'm letting them kind of soak in and doing email or whatever, I get the Jillian Dempsey also from her, this sculpting gold bar thingy. And you turn it on it vibrates. Don't get any ideas. I was not a person who ever had a skincare routine as a teenager. My daughter does, but I was very much a tomboy. So this whole skincare thing has come to me later in life. People always ask me, you know, if I'm...
Okay, I'm pausing it there just to say, like, I love a good eye patch. Nothing wrong with that. I've actually never used the Gillian Dempsey ones, but I love that. And I also really like the gold bar. I have one from the Detox Market, which has the interchangeable heads. Just the straight gold bar or the straight bar, I think is really good for sculpting and helping to penetrate your products. So I think it's a great part of her routine. Again, I've mentioned this. It's kind of weird that she's doing it over top of what seems like makeup, but nonetheless, continue.
I want something that's a clean, non-toxic product that really works, that I want to buy at the drugstore. What should I get? And I always say 𝒸𝓈𝓈𝓈𝓎 Skin Food. They make this super rich, fantastic moisturizer. I think my mom, you know, we both tend to have dry skin. We have similar skin, but she's very low maintenance. Like, she's probably even more low maintenance than I used to be. Now I'm a little bit higher maintenance. But I think what I learned from her most is just to be comfortable with yourself. Just be comfortable.
Before we get to the sunscreen, I really do like that philosophy of, you know, do whatever you're comfortable with. Like, at the end of the day, if you want to continue using, you know, clean beauty products and it's working for you, then continue doing that. If you call BS and, you know, you want to use conventional products, like, you do that. Do whatever is comfortable for you.
So next is sunscreen. This is a clean mineral sunscreen brand.
Okay, so there was a fire alarm, so I had to stop the video. We're going back. She's now talking about sunscreen.
Called On Sun, and it's a 30 SPF. You know, there are a lot of really harsh chemicals in conventional sunscreen, so that's a product that I really want to avoid. That, you know, isn't certified by the EWG, and which is a great website, by the way. If you ever want to understand how clean a product is, you can go check that out on their website, Skin Deep. And I'm not, you know, I'm not a sort of head to toe slather of sunscreen, but I like to put some.
Okay, so this, I think, was sparking a lot of conversations, is the sunscreen thing. So yes, I do agree that there are quite a few different chemicals, questionable chemicals in sunscreen that I personally choose to stay away from. I like to use mineral-based sunscreens. They're just better for the environment. I personally believe they're better for us. So I like, you know, a combination of zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. That is what I use in my sunscreen. I think she's referring to the chemical sunscreens on the market. And yeah, I mean, the thing is that just because you don't like the ingredients in a chemical sunscreen doesn't mean that you shouldn't wear sunscreen. And the way that she is applying it is not recommended. So she says she only applies it where the sun hits, which doesn't really make sense. Yes, sometimes the sun will hit you a little bit more here. Sometimes that's how I get my color. I'll notice I'll get like a line just across my cheeks here. That does not mean that the sun isn't hitting everywhere else. So I really think it's truly important to be wearing sunscreen on a daily basis all over your skin, and the appropriate amount to get you covered. And I think at the end of the day, you have to outweigh the risks and benefits, and the sun can cause a lot of damage, and it's very, very important to protect your skin against the sun's rays. That in itself can be a carcinogen. So, you know, again, you have to outweigh the risks and benefits, and sunscreen is just one of those no compromise, like, I've got to do it. So I don't like that aspect of this video. You know, if she were to choose to do this, that's her choice. But to put it on a platform like Vogue and not disclaim, you know, I do it this way, I know you should wear it everywhere, this is how I do it. You know, like some kind of disclaimer, you think that she would understand and know that. Numerous eyes are on this video right now. Some are bashing it, some are huge GP fans and are going to do it this way. And there is one other thing that she does that I'll touch on that I don't like. So let's just keep watching.
Kind of on my nose and the area where the sun really hits. This is our new Goop Glow Lotion. So this is like a light moisturizer that you can put on. It just gives your skin an amazing little pick-me-up.
Okay, I'm gonna stop her there because she says, so she applies her sunscreen mostly here, looks like she kind of massages it in this general area, and then goes in with the Goop, this new Goop Glow Lotion. Your sunscreen should always be your last skincare step. So you go in with all your skincare products, your moisturizer, and you layer your sunscreen as your last step. It is imperative you do this, especially with mineral sunscreens, because it acts as a physical barrier. So if you apply a moisturizer on top of that, it's actually diluting the efficacy and the consistency, and it's not actually going to work as it should. So sunscreen should always be your last step before you apply makeup. So that is an order where she did mess up, and it's usually with skincare products, like, it doesn't really matter. Like, yes, there's a set kind of like serums, like thinnest to thickest. If you choose to do it another way and it works for you, do it that way. But when it comes to sunscreen, there isn't really this like gray area. It's just like, it's your last step. So if you want to get the full coverage that this sunscreen is saying it is, then you need to apply it last.
Nice.
So that's just one thing.
Glow. I really wanted to start making beauty products because at the time there really wasn't a lot available that was kind of beautiful, high quality, non-toxic products. And there were sort of clean moisturizers that you could find at the health food store. And then there were all of your conventional ones, and that some of them, even the really expensive ones, had crazy ingredients in them, like antifreeze, literally. So I didn't want that either. So I saw a big white space in the market for clean.
Okay, hold on. So Goop was kind of, has been around for several years now, but I definitely wouldn't say that there weren't clean skincare brands that were efficacious and beautiful and luxurious before she started making her own. So that, I don't really like that statement. I do like that she does, offer and sell on the Goop's website, not just her own products, and her beauty editors do recommend different brands because there are so many good brands. That's something that I've always loved, is mixing and matching different products from different brands to create a curated skincare routine for myself. I don't really ever just stick to one brand and then that's it. And then the other thing I wanted to say is, yes, there are some conventional products, especially high-end products, that literally just have garbage ingredients, not necessarily in terms of toxicity, but they're just like, what the list of ingredients within these high luxury conventional products are literally just like filler and nothing ingredients that aren't going to actually benefit your skin, which I think is something that really sets clean beauty apart, or some of these really amazing brands that I personally use that have high concentrations of amazing ingredients that are efficacious. So that is what I have to say about that. I do apologize. My partner's in the other room also having a meeting if you do hear a little bit of chatter in the background. But let's continue.
Luxurious healthcare, and so the Goop line was born from that. That is the bulk of my morning skincare routine, which differs from my evening one. So maybe you'll have me back one day and I can tell you all about that one. One of the things that I've really learned as I get well into my 40s is how important it is to take good care of your skin from the inside out. And that means hydration, exercise, breathing fresh air, going for a walk, eating foods that are high in nutritional density. I really believe that as women, we should feel free to do whatever we want as we age in order to feel our best selves. This is 𝒸𝓃 Atelier. This is her clean foundation stick. Put a dab where you need it. You can put it all over. It's buildable, so you can make it like, thicker if you need it. But all of her products are a 10 out of 10. This next one is really a secret weapon. So I always have this in my bag at all times. It's the Oleo and Oso it's kind of like a blush or a lip tint, but it's very hydrating. They come in a ton of colors. And basically, you know, you just put a little on your cheek. This is a really nice color for summer. Nice lift and a healthy glow, and really nice on the lips as well. My daughter is...
Just gonna skip through this.
Mascara is the best. If you want to fudge, you know, that you took a nap, that you're well rested, it takes years off your life. I mean, mascara is really where it's at. This beautiful one by Kosas that I love, and it's great. It's buildable. It's thick when you want it to be, but you can also be very subtle with it. My favorite beauty product ever is lip balm. I love lip balm. I'm a lip balm junkie. My lips are really dry.
I actually really don't like that mascara. I found it flaky. I also found it weird. She clearly has mascara on. You can clearly see in that video that she's reapplying mascara on top of existing mascara, and yeah, I was not a fan of that one at all. I'm surprised it's her favorite.
And so we tried forever to get it right, and then finally we did. And it sold out in 2 seconds, and there's a reason why, because it's like this cushiony, fantastic, really hydrating. It doesn't make your lips sticky. It's really the best, you guys. I'm serious. This one is like, this is major league right here. When we started Goop, from the content perspective, we really wanted to challenge social norms that existed around silencing women, encouraging women not to ask difficult questions, and things that really kept shame over people. And so we go there, like we like to talk about things, we like to open it up, and we really want to eliminate shame. We really believe that women are the most powerful, beautiful creatures on earth, and the closer that we are to ourselves, the better off we all are. So it's been an amazing process to be at the forefront, and we consider ourselves thought leaders in this space. And
just to pause it there, I don't know what exactly she's referring to in terms of this topic. She's talking a lot about like women empowerment, reducing shame. So the context of what exactly she's referring to, I'm not entirely sure. I don't know if she is talking about body image, if she's talking about self-pleasure. Like, I'm kind of confused as to what she's talking about. I mean, the gist of it is that, you know, it's supposed to be a place where you feel, you know, empowered to be yourself and not have any shame, which I think is really important topics to talk about, but a little bit confused of what it is she's talking about there.
And it's interesting, you know, sometimes people will say, oh, that's controversial, and then 6 months later or 2 years later, everybody's kind of widely adopted what we talked about a long time ago. So I think it's kind of fun. I've got this fantastic 𝒸𝓃 lip balm, and it just gives you a nice little pink.
So yeah, I definitely do think that Goop sometimes does touch on some controversial topics that are not widely accepted. Some of the things I do agree on that they do talk about. I think when you go into the Goop's website and you look at their beauty tips and you look at their wellness tips and stuff like that, there are a lot of really great tips and a lot of great information that they do talk about. I think, you know, it's kind of like a needle in a haystack. There'll be a topic that they do talk about that does bring up some concerns for people reading, but I think just like any other platform, they do have a lot of great tips and information on there. So continue.
I think if somebody came up to me on the street and say, what is the best way to get into health and wellness, I would want to ask them just a couple of questions. But I do think that if you sit quietly alone by yourself and you kind of let whatever is going on bubble up, you'll give yourself some really powerful and profound information about what you really want, and connecting to that part of you that really is authentic and acting and speaking from that place puts you in complete integrity. And then when you're in integrity, I believe that's the best way to start any wellness journey. Well, this was a pleasure. Thank you for coming into my bathroom. It has been so much fun to be here with you guys today, and I hope you enjoyed it.
So I do like the last part that she said is kind of starting your wellness journey does involve a lot of kind of tapping into yourself, self-discovery, self-love, kind of connecting to your higher self. If you kind of, I think she was talking a little bit spiritually, and you know that I can get into it a lot, but kind of reflecting internally. So yeah, I like that point. So that is it for my reaction video. Like I mentioned, there were some things that she said and did that I was like a little bit confused, especially being in the space that she is, being, you know, a big prominent face of Goop. I'm surprised that she didn't do a few things in the right order, and that she kind of was talking a little bit about these buzzwords that kind of don't belong in the industry anymore, like non-toxic. I think we can get better about changing our vocabulary to not contribute to fear-mongering, but just to contribute to, you know, the good that is clean beauty, and not necessarily the dark side of clean beauty, which is the fear-mongering and instilling fear into people to choose this. I don't endorse that. I don't want to do that, and I don't think someone as big as her should also be contributing to the fear-mongering. But yeah, I mean, I pretty much said everything I wanted to say. I also do want to touch on that I think she did a really good job about also explaining some of the other factors that do contribute to health and wellness and beauty. You know, getting fresh air, eating well, moving, meditation, mindfulness, all these things really do play a huge factor in how we feel, how we look, because we know that what we eat, our stress levels, etc., affect our gut, and that can also affect our skin. So I think she did touch on a lot of good things, and I think that there are also some things that we can all learn from and grow from, and this is not at all a hate video. It's just a reaction video, and I hope you guys take it as that. And if you guys have any thoughts about anything that she said, anything that I said, then let me know down in the comments. I apologize if this video was a bit choppy, because this was my first time doing a reaction video, and I feel like there were a few little bumps along the way of recording this that came up, like the fire alarm, my camera stopping, I stopped and took a shower. I mean, there was a few things, so who knows? We'll see how the editing process goes, but thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Bye guys.